Looking into the fine print of the deal, what are the key points and what's making the EU happy and Brexiters enraged? Here's a breakdown. The text doesn't say customs union, but the UK would be part of a single customs territory until the end of the transition period on December the 31st, 2020. Britain will remain in a customs union with the EU indefinitely if a new trade agreement is not reached in that time. This measure was agreed to avoid a hard border in Ireland under the so-called Irish backstop provision. The arrangement would see Northern Ireland being part of the same customs territory as the rest of the UK and the EU. A sticking point for Brexiters, the UK can't withdraw from the backstop unilaterally. Instead, an independent arbitration panel consisting of 5 people, 2 from the UK, 2 from the EU and 1 independent person, will judge if and when the backstop can come to an end. Once the UK officially leaves the EU on March 29, 2019, both sides have agreed that Britain will enter into a transition period where it will be in a single customs territory with the EU. The document doesn't give a specific final date, literally stating only that it will end by 20XX. EU citizens living in the UK and Britons living in the EU will retain their rights and be able to have their family live with them, but will need to apply formally to remain in the country. Freedom of movement will end after the transition period and be replaced by a skills-based immigration system. There will also be visa-free travel for all short-term trips to the continent. And EU members pushed for access to British coastal waters in return for agreeing to a UK-wide single customs territory. The text sets out an aim to establish a new fisheries agreement on access to waters and quota shares for future fishing opportunities after the transition period.